The Tesla Model Y has made history by being the best-selling vehicle in the entire world, not just best-selling EV, but best-selling vehicle, period. It's the first electric vehicle to ever do that, and now that the Juniper refresh has been out for a little under a year, I've been driving it extensively. It's the same silhouette that you know, but under the skin is a completely different beast. If you're in the market for an EV or just a practical SUV, here are 12 reasons why you should consider the Tesla Model Y. Let's get into it. First, let's just look at it. The biggest visual change is its brand new light bar that stretches across the entire front and back of the car. It gives it this futuristic, almost Cybertruck inspired vibe that ties into the rest of Tesla's current lineup. The Model 3 Highland, the Cybertruck, and even the Robotaxi. It still has that classic Model Y silhouette that made it so popular in the first place, but it feels much more modern and cohesive for 2026. The overall design is about 4% more aerodynamic now, with a drag coefficient of just 0.22, which not only looks sleeker but actually contributes to better range and efficiency. The headlights and taillights are sharper, the front bumper is more sculpted, and honestly, it just looks like it costs more than it does. One of the biggest complaints about the older Model Y was how stiff and harsh the ride could be, especially on rough roads. Tesla heard that feedback loud and clear. With the Juniper refresh, they completely retuned the suspension to be significantly softer and more compliant. But the improvements don't stop there. Used softer materials throughout the cabin and added more sound deadening in the doors and the floor. The result? The road vibration is down about 51%. Wind noise is reduced by about 20%, and overall, the cabin quietness has improved by about 22%. Those aren't small numbers. You genuinely feel the difference the moment you get on the highway, and it finally feels like the premium SUV it was always supposed to be. Inside, this is where you really see the Highland-style upgrades that Tesla brought over from the refreshed Model 3. First, ventilated seats. I know that sounds basic, but if you live anywhere warm, this is an absolute game changer. The old Model Y only had heated seats, which meant summers were not that great. Now, the two front seats have cooling ventilation built in, and it works surprisingly well. But also, Tesla snuck in an upgrade that families will truly appreciate. There's now a rear touchscreen mounted in the center console. Passengers in the back can control their own climate settings, adjust the heated seats, and even access entertainment apps like YouTube, Netflix, or Spotify without bothering the driver. It's a huge step up in passenger comfort, and it's one of those features that once you have it, you can't imagine going back. The safety here is no joke. The Model Y consistently earns 5-star safety ratings across the board from NHTSA and has some of the lowest injury risk ratings they've ever tested. There are a few reasons for this, and first is because of the heavy battery pack being mounted low in the floor, and this makes the center of gravity extremely low, which means the entire car is nearly impossible to roll over. Second, that massive panoramic glass roof is engineered to withstand over 20,000 pounds of force, more than 4 times the weight of the car itself. And with the Juniper refresh, Tesla has added even more safety tech. There's now a 9th airbag, a far side driver airbag that protects against side impacts, and also an additional forward-facing camera for improved visibility. It's one of the safest vehicles you could buy, period. Every Model Y comes standard with autopilot, which handles steering, acceleration, and braking on highways and city roads. It's genuinely useful for long trips and makes highway driving way less tiring. But in 2026, full self-driving supervised is more capable than ever. It can navigate city streets, handle complex intersections, make unprotected left turns, and even navigate parking lots. You still need to supervise it, occasionally put your hand on the wheel or just pay attention, but it's gotten to the point where it genuinely feels like a glimpse of the future of transportation. Whether or not you think that FSC is worth the extra cost is up to you, but the baseline autopilot that comes standard is already ahead of most adaptive cruise control systems out there. Real quick, if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. It actually helps way more than you think. It also lets me know that you're enjoying this type of content. Also, if you do end up getting a Tesla, make sure you use my referral link in the description. You'll get up to $1,000 off your purchase, depending on which model you choose, and it helps support this channel at no extra cost to you. It's a win-win situation. The Tesla app has one of the most underrated features out there. You can pre-cool or preheat the car from literally anywhere in the world. If it's 100 degrees outside and your car has been sitting in a parking lot all day, you can open the Tesla app about 5 minutes before you get in and set the temperature to 67 degrees, and by the time you get in, it's perfectly comfortable. Same thing in the winter. You can defrost the windshield, warm up the seats, and have the cabin toasty before you even put on your jacket. It's one of those quality of life features that you don't realize you need until you have it. And then you can't imagine owning a car without it. This one is big. Most cars start aging the moment you drive them off the lot. A Tesla literally gets better over time. Whether it's a new user interface, improved range efficiency, additional autopilot features, or even traditional recalls that get fixed with software updates while you sleep, the car just stays fresh without ever needing to visit a service center. Just in the last year, Tesla pushed out updates that added new games, improved voice commands, enhanced Sentry mode, optimized battery preconditioning for faster charging, and even updated the suspension tuning remotely. It's genuinely wild. This is the kind of thing that makes a 5-year-old Tesla feel more modern than a brand new car from most other manufacturers. While everyone else is finally starting to adopt Tesla's charging standard, there are now over 75,000 supercharger stalls globally, and they have about a 99.95% uptime rate. You can just pull in, plug in, no credit cards, no buggy third-party apps, and no wondering if the charger is going to work. And it builds your Tesla account automatically. You can get 200 miles of range in about 15 minutes. And Tesla is starting to roll out new charging stations that can get up to 500 kilowatts. So by the time you grab the coffee or use the restroom, you're good to go. It's almost boring how easy it is, which is exactly how charging should be. Your Model Y is basically a rolling security system. With 8 exterior cameras covering every single angle, Sentry mode records everything around the car while it's parked. If someone dings your door, keys your paint, or even just walks a little too close, you've got it all on video. You get a notification on your phone and you can review the footage right from the Tesla app. But here's where it gets even better. You can view the live feed from your phone and even talk through the car's external speakers. So if you see someone messing with your car in real time, you can literally tell them that you're watching. It's like a Ring doorbell for your car. It's not just peace of mind, it's actual functional security that you use. The storage situation in the Model Y is still one of the best in its class. Because there's no internal combustion engine up front, you get a front trunk or frunk that's genuinely usable. And here's the cool part, the Juniper update added a drain plug at the bottom of the frunk, which means you can literally fill it up with ice and use it as a cooler for road trips or tailgating. Behind the seats, you've got even more storage, plus a deep sub-trunk for hiding valuables or storing your charging cables out of sight. There are also these side compartments for smaller items. When you fold the rear seats back, and yes, they now fold electrically with the push of a button, you unlock even more storage for larger items like bikes, small furniture, or camping gear. Alright, this one sounds simple, but hear me out. The Tesla app and the phone as key experience is still the gold standard, and most other automakers are way behind on this. You just walk up to the car with your phone in your pocket and it unlocks. You walk away and it locks. No push to start button, no fumbling a key fob, no pressing a button on your door handle, it just works. And with the Juniper refresh, Bluetooth and cellular connectivity are 50% faster, and phone pairing is 10 times more responsive. So even if you're carrying groceries or luggage, it's just that much easier. It's a kind of seamless convenience that makes every other car feel like it's from 2010. Finally, let's talk about the math. Over a 5 to 10 year ownership period, the Model Y is one of the cheapest vehicles to own in its class. Why? Because there's almost no maintenance, no oil changes, no transmission fluid, no spark plugs, no exhaust systems. You're basically just replacing tires, topping up windshield washer fluid, and rotating the tires every 5 to 10,000 miles depending on your preference. Brake pads last way longer because of regen braking, and if you charge at home, your fuel costs are a fraction of what you'd paid for gas. When you factor in the tech, the performance, the safety, and the fact the car will literally improve over time with software updates, the value proposition is just hard to beat. And this is the Tesla Model Y. It's one of the safest, most practical, and most technologically advanced SUVs out there on the road. Is it perfect? No, it has its quirks. But if you're looking for an SUV that actually makes sense, this is hard to beat. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you team Model Y, or are you looking at a different EV or just a different SUV in general? Also, subscribe to my channel and drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.